Good morning, students. Today we will continue the class that we started yesterday. Yesterday we did only 5 questions regarding the speaking part 1, and today also we are going to do only 5 questions because we need to practice. So, going slow but going steady is important. Now, the basic questions for IELTS speaking part 1 continues with the question: what did your friend look like? Now, we have to tell about their physical appearance and one best part that can be the abstract quality about that friend. Like you have to tell about how they look, how is their body built, what type of clothes do they wear, and are they do they wear a smile or they have a very grumpy face. You have to tell that. Okay, so the answer that can basically suit this question is: my friend is of medium height with an average build. They have black hair and bright eyes, and they usually wear casual clothes. They also have a friendly smile. So this included maybe your friend is a female friend or a male friend, but this somewhere concluded both the genders in a single answer. So you simply need to tell about their physical appearances, how they look. So you don't need to go deep into their nature, like they are very good natured, anything like, because they said what did your friend look like when you see your friend, what kind of impression do they give. Okay, now your second question is: did you two go to school together? Now, most of our friends are childhood friends, right? Or some of the friends are the first friends that we make are either in the neighborhood or at the school. So maybe some of you have gone with them to the school when you were young. Yes, we went to the same school and studied in the same class. We spent a lot of time together, which made us good friends. Now, if you both were studying in the same school, then you might have spent a lot of time together. And more to that, if they were living in the neighborhood, I think you might have spent, like, except sleeping at your own home, you might have spent a lot of time together. But the second answer for this might be no, we didn't go to the same school. But yes, we used to meet at the playground or at the tuition class or at our coaching academy. You can tell any of these because if you are friends, you might have met somewhere. All right. But for this question, this particular question, your answer will be no. And if you were in the same school, then your answer would be yes. We went to the same school and studied in the same class. If you answer this much also, that is satisfactory. The person who will be interviewing you might be satisfied this much with this much answer also. If you answer till same class, and it gives a satisfying response also. I think this is the best answer that you can give. Now your third question is: where does your friend live now? Like most of us, when we grow up, we move to different countries, different cities, or different places. Sometimes we don't. Like if you are living in the neighborhood, you join the same university for higher education, you might stay together. But at the end of the day, if your friend is going to study further, they might or like they want to do their masters from the foreign university, and you want to continue in your own nation, then you will be living apart. So where does your friend live now makes sense. You can say my friend lives in another city now. He or she moved there for higher studies or work. It's quite far from where I live, but we still stay in touch regularly through calls and messages. You know, we are living in an era that is oriented by AI, artificial intelligence, internet, and so many other things that help us to be connected, even though we don't meet face to face or in person daily. So most of the time, like if you were in same school, you did your 10th from the same school, but for 11th you might have shifted to other schools. You might be living in the same city, but your schools may be different. Then you can say that we live in the same city but we joined different schools. And if you did your 12th and now you are moving to other universities, like you might be doing your higher education in medical and the other person might be doing the higher education in engineering, you both might be going to the different universities, then you can simply say that I am staying back in my home country or my hometown or in the place where I have been living since my birth, but my friend has moved to another country or other city for pursuing his dreams of higher education. And if you both have completed your education and you both have been looking for work, you can simply say that I have joined my family business, but my friend has moved apart and he is living at the place where he is working. You can say he is living in New Delhi, in New York, wherever he has find the work. So you need to be very honest about this answer. Where does your friend live? So you can simply say that currently my friend resides in New Delhi, or my friend resides in New York, or my friend resides in Jalandhar, or my friend resides in Bengaluru. You have to be simply very honest about this answer that he or she lives there and we are in touch. And if even if you are not in touch, you can be honest there that we are not in touch because of our daily chores or the daily work or the personal reasons. Okay, so the last question for our class today is, does every person have a childhood best friend? No, no, no. Not everyone has a childhood best friend. It depends on the person and their experiences. Because some people, like if they are living at some isolated place, they might have childhood friend, like his sibling or the cousins, but might not a best friend. And this question is bit tricky also. Like, does every person have a childhood best friend? That means the first best friend that you had was in your childhood, and is that same person your best friend right now? So this is a bit tricky. For such question you need to be very diplomatic. You don't need to give a direct answer, but you can give a diplomatic answer to this question, like, no, not everyone has a childhood best friend. It depends on the person and their experiences. If you truly ask me, you can add this thing, if you truly ask me. Okay, I think this is enough for the class today. You need to go through all the questions and try to make your own answers. That will help you improve your speaking skills, because it is very important when you try to develop your own answers. And this will go one, like 5 questions a day, five, everything should be like step by step. You shouldn't be doing 20 questions a day. If you are practicing, practice in the best possible manner. Thank you for listening.